Everybody there to get to the right outcome, solution-based. We're in day 17 of phase 2.
Following 3 days of meeting last week in Florida between Trump's special envoys Witkoff and Jared Kushner with the Ukrainian delegation led by Rustem Umerov, the White House released a new national security strategy. The 33-page document released by the U.S. administration suggests Europe is facing civilisational erasure and does not cast Russia as a threat to the US. The strategy highlights Europe's relation with Russia as deeply attenuated and Europe's regard of Russia as an existential threat. Kremlin has welcomed this strategy but says will monitor how this will be implemented. As Washington softens its stand by not calling Moscow a threat, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz in London. The leaders discussed the latest Ukraine-Russia peace plan. Earlier, Zelensky called the meeting between the US and Ukrainian delegation constructive.
Yesterday we spoke with Stephen Witkoff and Jared Kushner. I thank them for their readiness to work together 24/7. The American representatives know the basic Ukrainian positions. The conversation was constructive, although not easy.
As Trump attended the annual Kennedy Center's honors on weekend, he expressed disappointment that Zelensky had not read the latest proposal, though he said the Ukrainian delegation loved it.
What's your next step in Russia-Ukraine talks after last week's negotiations?
So we've been speaking to President Putin and we've been speaking to Ukrainian leaders, including Zelensky, President Zelensky. And I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed that President Zelensky hasn't yet read the proposal. That was as of a few hours ago. His people love it, but he hasn't. Russia's fine with it.
Earlier at a forum in Doha, U.S. President's son Donald Trump Jr., while replying to a question, said his father might walk away if the Russia-Ukraine war dragged on.
Is your hunch that President Trump is going to walk away?
I think he may. What's good about my father and what's unique about my father is you don't know what he's going to do. The fact that he's not predictable, he's not following the playbook of every clown who's, again, been a bureaucrat for decades.
The U.S. national security strategy also emphasizes on strengthening economic security and geopolitical ties with India and sees it a critical partner in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. The document stresses on readjustment of the U.S. military presence in the Western Hemisphere to counter migration, drug trafficking and what it describes as the rise of adversarial powers in the region based on the Monroe Doctrine, first promoted by then U.S. President James Monroe in 1823.